Welcome to your bonus show of the week.
Hey!
And
let me give this man a blast. There it is.
Yeah.
David Jolly's on the couch. How you doing, David?
Mama, we made it.
Hey, well, we didn't make it, but we know you did. Hey, man, congratulations on making it home.
Appreciate it.
From Austin, he's been featuring and working your headline.
You've been grinding, man.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
Well, we'll get to that.
But first, Jolly's going to be at the Funny Bone tonight.
Indeed.
Ross is going to be hosting. It's going to be a great show. Get your tickets at funnybone.orlando.com.
If you're sleeping on them when you hear this, you have limited time to get your tickets.
Yeah.
If you want to, if you put Jolly in the code, they give you half off too.
Oh, really?
Just a little bonus for the BDM.
All right.
Well, they'll do it. They'll do it. They're cheap as hell.
Yeah,
So can I curse on this show? I don't even know.
We're releasing
okay. We can curse now.
So Jolly just flew in, literally drove straight from
the
airport to here. And little funny thing happened before we started recording. Jolly was sitting down. My wife was just here, which then he made a very inappropriate comment about Jolly liking
older white women.
Which Crystal thought it was an insult at first.
She did. I'm going to be paying for that for a minute.
Yeah.
I saw how quickly she can turn. This may be the first time that I've ever seen. Normally I don't even say anything that would ever be questioned. Normally I just throw a compliment out there. But I was riffing and I said, "We got you a white woman, but she's too young. I know you like them older, but that's the only thing that saved me." I still think your wife is mad at me because I even aligned her with older white women.
Oh yeah. She's emotional like you are, so you understand.
And I'm going to beat myself up all day for even saying that. I'll beat myself up all day for saying that.
She wasn't happy, but I don't think she was that mad.
She still owes me. She still owes me. Before her son Max was born, she told me that she'd give me a peek of those sweet jugs. Those big gazongas.
And I've seen a lot of video of older white women and people that look like David Jolly.
Those movies? They called me in black.
Black.
They're the husbands right there.
You know what I like?
Oh, that's called cuckold. That's what that's called.
I like Black Raw. Black Raws when they're in the club.
He
just pulls the skirt up. He can't wait any longer. He's just fuck him in the club. Black Raw. I like Black Raw.
Anyway, but that's not the awkward thing that happened. What happened is
he lied to David Jolly. He's your goddamn white devil liar.
David Jolly's like, "Hey, if you guys want tickets, I can get you guys tickets for tonight." And then I'm like, "Man, I wish I could make it. I have to take my son to breakdancing class."
He looked me right in the eyes and said that too.
And then Jolly's like, "Are you lying?"
Racist bullshit. That is the fakest racist bullshit.
Jolly's like, "That's a racist lie."
I wasn't even thought of. You just said some shit like, fuck it.
And then I immediately knew that it sounded like a racist lie.
It sounds like a racist lie.
It sounded like I just made up a lie, and then I was like, I had to take my son. Oh, there's a black guy in breakdancing clubs.
His tiny, small, lily white, blonde-haired son.
He loves breakdancing.
He pretty good, though, huh?
He's getting good.
Yeah. He got rhythm?
It's about
avant-garde breakdancing.
It's
how white people break dance.
It's like the counts and stuff. 1, 2, 3,
that's more like
4.
line dancing with a worm here and there. It's line dancing with an occasional worm.
Okay. White people break dance have a lot of robot.
My daughter dances, she doesn't do any hip-hop. She does ballet. It's just like the Russian discipline.
But she pretty good, right? She's been doing it a minute.
Yeah, she's addicted to it. She's. I don't have to do anything anymore.
Do you have any videos of Max breakdancing?
Oh yeah. I'll show it to you.
I gotta see that.
You know why he's good?
I got faith in him.
You know why he's good is because he listens, and you can tell he takes it seriously.
Yeah,
takes it seriously, like you do with your comedy.
Yeah.
And I won't have to point him out because he's the only blonde-haired kid. You'll know he's my son.
And it's authentic breakdancing. It's authentic shit. The way they go to practice is by the jail. Can I say that?
No, yeah.
It's by the jail.
Like Darren's dance moves. Remember that tape? Darren's dance moves?
Yeah, this is by 33rd.
I think, I wonder what you're talking about. it's a couple of dance studios over there.
Yeah, well, this one's by a corner store.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you might be getting hustled, man. I don't know if that's safe.
No, it's safe. It's safe. You just have to sit in your car, though, right?
No, it's
Make
fine.
sure shit doesn't go down.
Yeah.
I want to, like, some days I have to run around the entire block, which Crystal advised me not to do.
He runs past the prison yard and taunts the prison.
What's going on over here, man?
No, well,
the fans have lost their minds. One's breakdancing. He's training for his midlife crisis.
I am going through.
You're going through a thing.
I'll explain. Some white people, they go through a midlife crisis, and then they want to climb a mountain or do some sort of triathlon.
Hard.
They
try to make their life hard.
Rich white people, they want to climb Mount Everest.
I made my life too easy through white privilege. I need to do something hard.
But why the mountain? That's crazy.
It's just
So what you just running in the hood now?
No.
We don't have Everest around here, so he just runs through the hood.
I'm doing a triathlon in 2 months in June.
Yeah.
You look good, Tom.
He does look good, doesn't he?
He look real good. Yeah, I forgot you was fat.
Do black people do triathlons?
Hell no.
Not as many, right? Not as many triathlons.
But they'd be really good at it.
Some people do though.
Except for one part. Sorry.
I got a female friend of mine. She run like 5 miles a day.
Yeah, but can she swim 5 miles a day?
Yeah, she can.
Okay.
But she kind of like, she mixed, so I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know how to swim?
Yeah, I know how to swim.
Okay.
Well,
not good, but I know how to
Because that's the cliche. That's like the stereotype, right?
Jolly's a good athlete.
Not really. I used to be, probably.
What was your sport? What was your sport?
I used to ride the bench in basketball, football, baseball.
You played?
I was on the team.
I feel like you were ultimate hype man, too. Like, there used to be a player for the Braves 2 years ago, Herrera. He's a Latin guy.
Oh.
Great player. Had good, like, he could play a lot of positions, and I see that about you. Like, he could fit a lot of different places. But his number one strength was that he was the team guy.
To keep
he'd rally the team. Like, he'd be like, hey, Chico, Chico. Like, he'd be yelling, and he would get people going.
Yeah.
Like, he was remember the guy that had the pink swords, and he'd bring out the sword?
Yeah.
He had these pink swords that he would bring out, and when they hit a home run, he'd do, like, a ceremonial dance. He's hyping everybody
For
up.
like $1 million a year, I'd do that.
Oh, more than $1 million. This guy was, like, getting probably
like 10, 20.
maybe 6 or 7 mil.
Yeah.
And he played, he'd fill in, but he was more of like a team guy.
Yeah,
he was
team
a vibe.
dude.
He's a vibe.
And,
for sure.
And for $1 million a year, I'd do anything.
Yeah, basically.
At this point in time, I mean, we're all at the age. If someone,
they've been asking you,
I'll quit.
You're getting up there. They've been asking you to suck dicks and stuff.
Nah, I ain't sucking no dick.
Me neither. But I'm just saying,
hold on, for $1 million.
They're gonna ask you. You're a good-looking guy.
Maybe in L.A., not in Texas. I don't think it's no dick sucking in Texas.
That's true.
Now, L.A. is some dick sucking in L.A.
I feel like Florida is Texas with more dick sucking. We're dick sucking Texas.
What? Florida?
Yeah.
It's some dick sucking in Florida.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're like Texas, but with way more dick sucking.
Yeah, Texas they not really with that gay shit a lot.
Yeah.
Austin,
you're in Austin.
Yeah.
That's a whole
island
other
in
world.
Yeah, it's an island inside of Texas.
That's a state. When did you, for those that may be popping into this bonus show, hearing you for the first time, coming home, you're headlining your home club, the Funny Bone used to be the Orlando Improv. When did you move out there? How long have you been there? Give people a little of the behind the scenes.
I officially moved like July 29th, and I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, it's almost been a year.
Yeah.
The first time I went was April 26th. That's when I pretty much got passed at the club, and then that's before like Cam started doing the Kill Tony stuff.
Yeah.
Then like the next week after that, I came in there, and I'm just talking to Tony in Mitzi's like, hey man, let me get on your little show. And that's how like the first time actually happened. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, when he just brought me out of nowhere, I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. But now it's like we going on tour in August. It's something called the Killers of KT tour.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I got like a real fucking offer. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This ain't real. Every day I ask myself 3 times a day, what the fuck is going on?
That's awesome, man.
I do that too.
Yeah. We do too.
We do that every morning.
Every single morning. But like to look at that, I mean, like here's a guy that we remember the first time you did stand up.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you one time, one of the first times at 1010. I remember you going up.
Yeah.
Like where it's like a new thing to him, and now he's signing you're gonna sign your name on
through Outback Presents, like the big country that do like Burt Kreischer.
Big steakhouse money.
Well, I ain't getting big. I mean, it's going to end up being good, but it's like It's fucking nuts.
Who are you going on tour with?
It's a lot of the people that's on the KT tour.
Okay.
That's on Kill Tony.
Okay.
It won't be like Tony them, but it'll be like me, Casey Rocket.
What about Cam?
Cam going.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Casey Rocket too.
Yeah, Casey Rocket is, if you meet him on stage, he's the most coolest, humble dude ever.
And I got to tell you, I like your show. I like your podcast. Who's the bigger dude with the mustache?
Oh, that's Ike Rafferty. He from here too.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
That guy, tell him from me, I said hello, and we got to get him in here. That dude's funny.
Oh, yeah. I
love
no problem.
you guys
He always
together,
here.
man. You guys together are hilarious.
Ike is a maniac.
You need a TV show.
That'd be great.
Those
Hopefully.
two together is like fish out of water great. Like, yeah, it's like, tell them about your show, your podcast.
It's called I Know You Fucking Lying. We basically take like news clips and articles and different stuff and riff on them and just talk crazy. We had Ari Shaffir on there one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he told me, he was like, hey, man, I want to do the pod. He was like, put my number in your phone. He just grabbed my phone and put his number in my phone.
That's awesome, man.
And then I'm just thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on, man? I see, what's his name? Ron White. He just like right over here. And I'm like, how you doing today, Mr. White? Hey, how you doing, Dave? It's crazy.
That's weird, dude, right? It's weird to think that David Jolly,
is
our
Ron
friend,
White doing any stand-up anymore?
He don't travel anymore, but yeah, he still work at the club. Like
he
let's
quit
say
drinking
Tuesday through Thursday. Yeah, he don't drink.
Yeah, he quit drinking. I know that.
But he'll just do some sets at the mothership.
Yeah, do spots.
Yeah, okay.
He'll do like the Rogan and Friends, because Rogan and Friends is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from like 7 to like 8:39. But you'll buy a ticket to that, and you'll get Rogan, Brian Sampson, Shane Gillis, Ron White, Tony Hinchcliffe, all on the same bill.
Shows up.
Yeah, they just like, hey, you want to go up?
Yeah,
go up. Like, what is this?
They are really creating the what is Mitzi's Comedy Club? What's it called?
The Comedy Store.
Comedy Store. They're creating the Comedy Store of Texas.
Sure.
I mean, they're basically,
that was the idea.
Yeah, and they're doing it now with all these comedians that are ultra famous through social media,
and they come in there and moving.
I mean, shit, Shane Gillis right now. I mean, it's funny because some people have no idea what that name is.
They're not in the comedy world.
But
if you're in the comedy world, you know who
insanely huge. And I feel like if you look at any social media, you know who it is.
Yeah,
I
mean, you should. I mean, like, if you look at any mothership social media, I see you on there a lot, and that's why I reshare it a lot. Yeah. Because I like showing people that my friends are kicking ass, man. Yeah. Like, I'm so proud of you, dude.
Appreciate it. It's crazy. Like yesterday, Egit hit me up and it was like, hey, you want to open up for Christina P? And I'm like, what kind of fucking question is that? Like, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, like opening for Christina P. You're going to open up for her show.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You know,
it's pretty dope, man.
Jolly, we've been asking some comedians that come through here that are kind of loosely associated with, the mothership and that whole crew, and they know you. And we're like, hey, and they're like, oh, Jolly.
Oh, you talking about Matt McCusker? That's my cousin, man.
Yeah, well, like anybody. Like, if they've been through there, like, it's fun. It is cool that they know you now. That's good, But it's cool.
So what do you attribute that to? Because it's good advice for anybody trying to turn their dreams into reality.
That's a great question.
Because you did it, and we watched you do it, and you basically watched you do it on the show since your first time.
This isn't going to be super funny, but we're not asking for funny. What do you attribute it to?
And obviously, you need talent, and you need that, but you also, your personality is likable.
Be a human. Like, don't be a fanboy or, like, just chill, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to say nothing about your work. You're not going to say nothing about my work. If we there in the moment and we see it, like, hey, man, that's a good fucking joke. Other than that, we just two dudes out here telling jokes. And once you get that in your mind and, like, you might be a fan of this person, but just be a human. Because most people who on that level, they want to just have somebody to kick it with. They don't want to, I don't want to talk about my work. I just want to chill, bro.
You think that people can...
And make fun of people.
People know. I love that too.
That's what I do to them every day.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love making fun of people. It's the most fun.
Yeah.
You're making fun. But I think your authenticity is probably, people could just tell right off the bat. Because,
you're real. Yeah, man. We've always said that.
But you could tell when you're talking to someone who is just in it to either further their own career or playing politics or speaking to you as a politician. That's the weirdest. I don't know how many politicians you spoke to, David, but anytime you talk to a career politician, to me, it's a weirdo experience. And I'm like, this this is not even a human.
Yeah, this guy a lunatic. Yeah,
there's
it's just like an alien.
You're not.
It's all surface.
Yeah, it's like Teflon. There's no connection. It's just whatever you say just bounces off of them and goes in a different direction.
And then they're saying exactly what you want them to say, and it's like you're like, whoa, this is weird. Which is like, what have we created? We created a society where politicians that have to be this because that's how they have to be to get votes.
Let's make these weird people in charge of all the stuff.
Because no one will ever vote for someone who's real because that's not how it works.
I think that's like life in general though, because like even if you like, let's say somebody might do this, you're just gonna go with the flow or whatever. This person might do something crazy. I'm not gonna address it, because it ain't really none of my business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't have an opinion about it. I think a lot of people that's in entertainment, they still trying to find what's real, so they hold that sacred. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's better to be around somebody that we just sitting here chopping it up.
Yeah.
Than somebody who's like, oh yeah, you're right, Tom. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Like tell me
unless those people are women.
Yeah,
like I feel like I like it when they're ladies.
I do like a good yes and also.
Well, you never get it because most of the things you say are outlandishly insane.
Yeah.
He says a lot of dumb shit.
I feel you. I say a lot of dumb shit.
Our show want the people. They want me to call you on that, right? Like that becomes my role, and I'm like, I'm not going to call him on his dumb shit. I like his dumb shit.
I
like my dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like I just, I'm not even going to say. I'm going to say that dumb shit.
Surrounding yourself with the entourage that only tells you you're awesome.
Do you have an entourage yet?
Nah, I got the same man. My buddies that's like I've been knowing since I was 14. We in a group chat. So it's a bunch of 40-year-old men in a group chat.
They call you out? They call you out or anything?
I mean, I don't do nothing to really get called out on. If I do some dumb shit, they'll tell me though.
Oh wait, dude, you still with your girl? We love talking about that.
Oh yeah, she just dropped me off.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
dude, that's how. Congratulations, man. You're doing this right.
I mean, I think anything could work if you wanted to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But
you got any weird situations yet? You got anything where you're like looking around, and you're like, I shouldn't be here. This is weird.
If I was still drinking, I would, but I don't drink.
Yeah,
I ain't had a drink since July 5th. Yeah,
hey, congratulations,
man. So if I was drinking, it would definitely be a lot of those situations.
Maybe some Diddy parties.
No, we ain't doing the Diddy.
Oh my God.
This may not be funny, and it's not what people enjoy to hear. But let's talk about taking a break from drinking, because I recently did it too, just to train for this goddamn shit. And then
I pulled back my every once in a while I'll have some beers, but I don't think anybody here is like really slamming them down.
But you start to realize you dry out for a while. You're like, oh shit! Like not only can you get a lot more done, a lot more clear headed, like lots of other ancillary problems in your life start to disappear, and then you're like, okay, well this seems to be pretty good.
I might want to keep it going.
And your girl had seen you probably off in that jazz, right, drinking and whatnot.
Well, yeah. But when I was drinking, it wasn't necessarily. I would just get drunk, be happy, go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing too crazy.
But the next day, right? Kill your productivity.
Oh, yeah. It's over. Because it's going to take 2 days to bounce back from a hangover.
Yeah.
Because I'm drinking cheap whiskey, baby. I'm doing it right.
What do you like?
Yeah.
Kentucky Gentleman, or they got one Kentucky one where the dude holding his nuts is like a rooster. It's like real cheap.
Hold my nuts.
Let's talk about because it's interesting to me. So like the person that's known for drinking all the time, like let's say like a Bert Kreischer, right? Obviously insanely famous and has done well for himself, but maintained
he's like one of the highest grossing, if not the highest grossing comedian.
He's from Tampa. He's from Tampa.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We've had him in before.
Well, I mean,
cool guy.
We used to consider him friend of the show, but then he blew up. We can't get a hold of him anymore, but he'd still know who we are.
So, but if you're known for drinking and partying all the time, there is a detriment in business I see with other people that want to do business with you being apprehensive because they're worried that you're maybe could be.
You got that?
you know, could be a liability. It's like, is this guy going to take it seriously? Like, he's drunk all the time? Like, like, does he have a fucking alcohol problem? You know, and you start really, and then it's like, so it's a hard balance of like, because you want to be that fun guy that parties that everybody knows you for, but then it's like that could hurt your business and your reputation because other people are like standoffish. They're like this, you know, maybe too much.
Did you worry about that? Did you worry that because, you know, a couple of your appearances on Kill Tony, pretty infamous.
Well, it was just the one. But that bitch like, took for enough.
It was down in his. It went down. It was listed as one of the like other podcasters that do hit pieces on comedians. Were listing it as like one of the most crazy Kill Tony moments of all time. Like you'll go down in history.
That's crazy.
But, like you'll go down in history of all the chirpers saying that was crazy. But it only took that one, and then like did you consider that appearance and go like, I got to pull back, or was it before that even?
Well, I mean, before even the Kill Tony, like when I had got passed, I was like, I can't go in here and try to make it to the next level of drinking.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Because I'm just sharper, of course, on the mic without drinking. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just quit drinking because I had a good run. It don't owe me nothing. Alcohol don't owe me nothing.
That's true.
Yeah. And also, at our age, it's
not the same.
It takes too long to bounce back.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It hurt.
20 years ago, we had bounced back crazy.
The next day, the next day.
No problem.
It is not the same.
And it could take a little bit of alcohol now, and you like let's say you take 3 drinks. You got 3 double whiskeys.
Okay.
I am fucking out of there.
3 double whiskeys is really like 6 drinks, right? I mean,
well, I used to drink that on a regular. That was
doing the
nothing.
doubles?
Yeah, it was nothing. But I was a real alcoholic.
Okay.
Like I wake up in the morning drinking. Like remember, I used to come over here.
I
used to, and I'd be like,
I didn't know you were drinking when you got up. I'm not trying to get in your business, but I thought you were just a late night party man.
No, I can talk about it. I mean, I used to physically need alcohol.
Shit, I did not know that.
Like when I come in here, and the first thing I'm gonna do is get some whiskey.
Yeah.
We thought you just wanted to loose it up.
Yeah,
I was already loose. I just wanted to keep the party going.
We did not know that.
Yeah.
But well, then double congratulations, man, because if you went to the brink and you were needing it, and you were like, "Oh, this is not the way to live my life," and you dialed that back. That's inspirational.
And did you go through any of the normal processes of like talking to someone or anything like that? Or just said, "Fuck it, stop"?
I just woke up. I went to
he's tough.
Mike Busey them house July 4th.
Oh,
yes, that's the picture we saw. Remember, I was scrolling through,
that shit was
and there's
crazy.
a picture, and I showed Andrew. I go, "Is that David Jolly passed out at Mike Busey's house?"
Yeah. We laughed and laughed.
I woke up the next day. I had to do something with the IRS, so I came down to the IRS building. Yeah, it was crazy.
What do you have to do with the IRS? I don't want to talk about it.
Well, I was trying to get my return because you know how when you filed as a comedian or whatever, they made me jump through all these hoops that I got to do, and I'm still jumping through them, but I ain't really worried about that shit anymore. But I had to go and show them the actual paperwork of me filing as a like an independent contractor.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just said, you know what? I'm done drinking. This ain't gonna work. I can't go to Austin like this. Everything going good right now. Yeah. Alcohol has always been my downfall in my life.
Really?
Yeah, like dumb shit. Yeah, always.
Give
been
me another example.
Related.
Give me another one
of alcohol.
Yeah. Some dumb shit you did when you were drunk. What's the worst thing you ever did when you were drunk? Can you talk about it? Did you kill a man?
Oh, I was. Nah,
I killed him.
Just nothing too
It wasn't
crazy.
a cold blood or anything. I just lost control of my car and ran over a homeless person. I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. They don't even remember
it was
that
a
he
homeless
gone.
lady. They matter less.
Damn.
That's
a good one. That's good, though. It's good.
It's not.
It's funny. But you see how that's funny? It's a joke. It's a joke. Why can't people just say, "Oh, that's a joke"? People just get mad about stuff.
I said that all the time to Tom.
That was no joke. Daniel feels that way.
I do feel that way.
Yeah, in his heart of hearts.
You know why I feel that way? You know I feel that way? Because a homeless lady with no pants wearing a leopard coat stole my wife's cappuccino. I got her on Mother's Day at Wawa. And I'll never let it go. Maisie was there. Maisie said, that lady's got no pants and she's stealing my mama's coffee.
Jolly, going back to, like I think a lot of people make the, the conscious decision to not drink anymore.
And then they drink, and then they continue to drink.
Their body needs. You're like, yeah. Your body needs the goddamn alcohol.
I was cranky for about 7 days.
So just cranky,
fuck you, mother.
Okay.
But I was smoking weed, so that kind of helped me.
You still smoke weed? Or did you give that?
I smoked some weed.
Yeah.
That we all smoke.
Yeah, you got. It's either that or I'm gonna murder somebody. I don't want to murder.
Like a homeless lady. You know what I do? I drink my weed now.
What do you mean?
I put my weed in. I drink like a beer, but it's weed beer, but it's no alcohol in it. It's just weed.
And
it makes
like
you
THC.
Maybe I should find a homeless person and drink their blood. Maybe that'd be
you don't want that. It's disgusting.
Just take a pill, the THC pill, and then you can do whatever you want.
It takes too long to kick in.
Well, that's
do you smoke it or do you take pills?
Oh, I smoke it.
Yeah, I gotta vape it. I gotta
kind.
have it hit me 3 seconds later. I take a pill. It's just like, come on.
So Jolly, with I know you're doing stand up all the time, but is that your primary source of income?
Yeah, that's all I make money out of. I mean, I'm a door guy, but I'm always on the road. So like, when I'm there, I work, I guess. But I was about to talk to them to see because I don't want to. That door guy position is such like a sacred spot for people in the city that, it's another comic that could probably be using that spot.
Yeah.
So I would still be able to call in and get spots at the mothership, but I might give the position up just so someone else can be like, yeah, I'm a door guy. You know what I mean? Because that's like a big step.
Well, that's a lot of comedians get their start being a door person. I mean, Carmen Morales was a door person.
At the store.
At the store. And that, because you get so many connections. It's all networking.
It's all networking.
It's all the same shit, like in business and anything. It's like who you know, network. If you got a cool personality or you're a cool person, like other people will be cool to you. It's like you're nice. You're a nice
all
person.
It is.
Have you ever had somebody you had a run in? Like, I'm not trying to air out dirty laundry or anything. You ever had a run in with anybody there or anything?
Nah.
Because it's just your personality doesn't allow that.
Even if I see you having a bad day, I don't have to respond to you. I'm just going to walk away.
What's the most famous person you've seen at the mothership?
Joe Rogan. I mean, I get...
Probably Joe, yeah. But then you get like the normal people, like Walter Goggins will roll through there. Walton Goggins.
But I never
Jelly
seen
Roll
him.
will roll through
Jelly
there.
Roll. I just seen Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll lives at the mothership.
But it's crazy. It's so crazy now because it's like this has become normal. Like we were leaving. I was opening up for Tony in Pittsburgh. He was doing the Tony Hinchcliffe Fully Grown tour. We'll be back at the end of the month, House of Blues.
Yeah.
And he was saying, we were talking about it in the van. All of us is in the van. Fucking Drake inboxed him and put a rocket. Then he put GOAT. Like he's saying Casey Rocket the GOAT. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Drake, who you could argue is the biggest rapper alive right now.
He inboxed that to Tony.
That's insane.
Yeah, now you're in a different echelon of you're hanging around people that know insanely famous people. You know what I mean? And it's like we're like shit. You're like one step away but that's like I feel like the entire industry is not that big, right?
Nope.
So if you get it, I feel like it's segmented now, especially in comedy. Like there's still an LA comedy scene just because it's so old and ingrained. You know what I'm saying? But like
LA, New York, Chicago, Boston,
with the mothership, and like all the big ones and stuff. But you hang around some of these famous clubs and you get to know the comedians that are there,
all
like
connections.
Yeah, and then getting your foot in the door, becoming a door person, even becoming a waiter or waitress there. Like if you've got the hustle, you can at least get to know these people, and then if there's a chance, then that like someone like doesn't show up, or they need an opener or whatever, and then you're there, and that could be your start. You know, it's like little things like that. And it's not that difficult, really.
Nah, it's just about being a decent human being.
Sure. Like, Jolly just went out there, like he didn't have anybody give him anything.
You're trying to diminish his. You see that? You see how he's trying to knock it down?
I'm saying that you were like, hey, I want to do this.
Because you didn't believe that his son
no
broke down.
showed up.
And then,
Yeah.
Like when I went, I just auditioned, and this was before Cam even did the Kill Tony thing. So like when I went and I auditioned, and I had to come back the next week. When I went back the next week, that's when he did the Kill Tony, and then the rest of it was just like, you know what I mean?
The rest is history.
Oh yeah, I mean, but the good thing about it is like those people are real people. You know, like
right.
When I go there and I'm at the mothership, I'm like happy to be there.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not at work, I'll just be at the mothership 1:00 in the morning we in there with other comedians like doing what comics do.
Yeah.
In that safety zone of being able to like talk shit and not worry about getting canceled.
No, that's true. It's true. It's a safe space for you guys.
Yeah, and comics all talk shit. It's like heaven if you could just talk shit with your boys. Man.
I think now the whole canceling thing, I think it's on its way out, or at least the pendulum is swinging back, because like you look at Shane Gillis, right? Yeah. And it's like, at one point he was the ultimate canceled because of, he said
Asian people.
The C word for Asians.
Just reputation. The reason people like to use him as an ultimate example is like he got the gig and lost the gig. I mean,
that's the ultimate form of canceled.
A lot of other people will say, "Oh, I got canceled." No, you just had people blow up on Twitter and say you were racist. You're fine. You didn't lose your job. You didn't lose any ticket sales. You got nothing happened to you. Like he actually got fired.
And then you see him, and it's like, okay, he didn't get this SNL job. And I remember when that happened, we talked about it. It was like, oh, this guy we didn't know who he was. And then the guy grinded. And then came out with a special that got insanely popular. That's how I found out about him. Like, hey, people started spreading like,
hilarious.
hey, watch this beautiful dog special. Yeah. And me and Crystal,
it's a great special.
Watched it multiple. All my Miami friends were talking about it when we were, on our camping trip, and then they're all like, oh, we watched it, hilarious. So like, it resonated with the entire country. Everybody got to know him. He blew up on social. Like, obviously, SNL invited him back to host the goddamn thing. And then that his path, him getting fired from SNL back when it happened was the best thing that ever happened to his career.
Just gave it attention.
Well, not only that, because imagine if he would have but been on SNL for 2 years
he would have never done it his way. It would have never been him speaking.
You know what I like though? Yeah. When he did his monologue, he basically did the same special as a monologue. So they was like, oh, he's bombing. No, he talking about what he talking about on his special on national television.
Yeah.
So it's really like, it's my way. You know what I mean? It's my way.
In a weird way, I never thought about that, Jolly. That is interesting because it's like you can't say he's bombing because he's doing the same thing he did in the special, which didn't bomb.
That didn't bomb, and it's on national television.
I didn't think about that.
So it's like,
just cleaned it up a little bit.
Oh, you want me to do it clean? That's not going to happen. I'm Shane Gillis. This is my show now. On the same place that fired me. It's my show now.
Because he realizes what everybody should realize is now there are no more gatekeepers.
No more.
The internet, if you are talented and funny and can resonate with an audience, you can put it out on the internet and you can have the world as your audience.
Decide.
The people will decide. It's the ultimate entertainment democracy now, because the internet will now getting through all the bullshit of the internet. That's up to you. That's hard to do because there's a lot.
Too. There's a lot of different paths to do that too.
Yeah, it's
there's not just one way to do it.
But I love that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's great. It's a lot of comics in Orlando that got their own way of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like moving. Like Ben Brainard sells a lot of tickets.
Yeah, everybody.
Jake
Rika.
He's got nothing but people looking at his videos. They're awesome. They're great videos.
But like I tell Jake, because Jake live in Austin now too. Yeah. I tell him you got to just find a way to bring that to the stage, because you got people that want to see you do comedy and they never seen you do stand up. You can bring them.
I'm surprised people wouldn't want it. Like his Call of Duty guys. They would come see him.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Dude, speaking of, like, you're talking about Matt McCusker, which we had on last week.
Super nice guy.
I was watching both of them dudes. That's just them.
I was watching his stand-up, and a lot of it is improv and crowd work where he's just a funny dude that's good at podcasting and good at, like,
super smart.
Talking shit.
Smart
so he'll ask his audience,
you
like,
can tell he's smart as hell.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? And then someone will throw out a topic, and then he'll just improv comedy for a while, kind of like podcasting is really, and that's what. And the beautiful thing is that you can do it the way his audience comes to see him, because his podcast is so huge, right?
Yep.
And then so they're happy. He doesn't necessarily need a well refined tight hour of her stand up being bullshit.
It's
whatever
he
you want.
He got good jokes because he talk about his family. He got like 2 young daughters. Yeah,
and he's got, obviously he's a stand up, but I'm saying he can also just bullshit with his audience, because it's his audience.
It's his audience.
And then it doesn't matter anymore. So there's a million different ways to do it now, and it's all about, can people come to you and see you and have a good time, and that's it.
I love that about comedy now. You can write your own ticket and who come to buy your ticket. You know what I mean? If Orlando had more clubs, and it's nothing against Orlando, it's just not designed for it. But if it was designed more, a lot of talent wouldn't have to leave Florida. But it is gatekeeping in Orlando. It's big gatekeeping
it's
in
old
Orlando.
School style.
And the people might not say it like, "Oh, how am I gatekeeping?" Because this person been hosting every weekend.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Right,
so like, you don't really want to get into that. You just get good here and just go to the next level. You know what I mean?
I do think that's important. You're touching on something that I didn't think Tom and I would ever say that we think is important, but like passing it forward, like what you said about giving that door, job to another comedian that could use it or benefit more than you could.
Because I'm basically I'm in there now. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm not on the schedule, I could call and pick up, and get scheduled slots. So somebody else could be like, wake up in the morning like, hell, you know how crazy that is? I feel great. Saying I'm a door guy at the mothership. You know what I mean? I want somebody else to get that excitement.
Sure.
That's why, like, at the mothership, we say stuff like, we up. Like, somebody do something good, and we be like, we up. Because it's like, okay, if you balling like that, mine right around the corner. Let's just keep everybody elevated until it happens for the next person. Ain't no jealousy. It's just like, yeah, man,
A rising tide floats all dead homeless women that I've murdered.
Well,
that's what they say.
Well, going back to there's no more gatekeepers, because now we all realize, and everybody at the mothership and every comedian now realizes that you don't need to protect, like, because everybody can see you at any time. Everybody's an equal playing field. So it's like everybody's like, you being better than me, it doesn't take a job from me. We're all trying to do the same thing on the internet.
Because you might go this way and I might go this way, but we still grinding, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
if you work for a corporation and you have this job that someone is better than you underneath you, then you're nervous that they're going to take your job. But there's no job to take because everybody's doing their own fucking job.
Yeah, especially if you're making your own job.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
made that totally confusing.
Well, Jolly, again, he's going to be at the Funny Bone tonight.
Yes.
Get your tickets. Ross is going to be hosting.
People were trying to get their tickets now. I urge everyone listening to this.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, people are getting tickets. Use that. Use Jolly. Is that the code?
Yeah, use Jolly and it'll get you like 2-for-1 tickets.
There you go.
I think. Hey, matter of fact, if y'all coming, make sure y'all bring some reefer.
All right. You didn't bring any weed?
Not on the plane. I ain't going to jail. It's illegal in Texas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Y'all ain't want to suitcase it. I could find some weed.
I see what you're saying.
You can fly around weed. I do it all the time. No one cares. Although I have a certain privilege.
Yeah, exactly.
They see me in the
not if they find out your kid's breakdancing.
They might have some questions then.
His son likes the blacks. Take his weed.
Yeah, for real. They have a lot of questions.
We love you, buddy. Hey,
love y'all,
we're
man.
Super proud of you. Good luck with everything. Thanks for always coming in, giving us some time. I know you're tired. We appreciate that.
If y'all want to, if y'all not doing nothing, what is it? May 5th, May 4th, I think we at the House of Blues.
All right.
If y'all ain't doing nothing, y'all could come back and hang out backstage with us.
Hell yeah, we should do that.
If y'all ain't doing nothing,
we should definitely.
I think it's May 4th, House of Blues.
All right, May 4th.
Hell yeah.
My son is hosting a hip hop rap battle.
Hold on, he's serious. That's Madison. I think that's Cypher Night at the warehouse.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh man, good times.